You walked into this room. You were about to go up to a friend and say hello to her, meeting her after months. They saw you from that side. You were walking up to them, and they just turned and went and sat there. Scene, very small scene. Response. Response. Option. Option. Follow them. Ah, very good. Very good. So you're going to walk up to them to say hello. And they saw you coming from there. She took the door and went out. Options of emotions. Let go. 2. Option. What's the benefit of the doubt? They may not have seen you. Option. Acceptance. 3. Option. It's their choice. What's their choice? Whether they want to talk to me or no, it's their choice. Yeah, good. 5. Option. They may be having a bad day today. Still go and hug them. 6. So many options. But we are being able to see those options sitting here today. And now just ask yourself, had I been in that scene, what would have I done? Had I been in that scene, what would have been my response? Called up another friend. Why would you call up another friend? What would you say to her or him? No, you would have said, do you know what she did? And then that friend would have said, oh, hey, aisi chhod de usko. And we need somebody to endorse that time that she's wrong, you are right, be happy. And when we do that, we allow ourselves to keep creating that same obvious emotion repeatedly. And same emotion means same destiny. How many of us can walk up to that person who's ignoring us? Not just ignoring us, maybe have not been very right to us. And someone who's been extremely, extremely wrong to us. And then go back to them and be very nice to them, not just in words and behavior, but in here. कर सकते हैं? कर सकते हैं? कर सकते हैं? करना चाहिए क्या? करना चाहिए क्या? क्यों करना चाहिए? For our happiness. Why will it give us happiness to go and be nice to people who are not nice to us? Why will that make us happy? These are the most important people in our life. We keep thanking all the people who've been nice to us. Go and thank people who've not been nice to us, because they are the ones who helped us to increase our emotional stamina. Yes. Had they not come, and had they not done what they did, our ego would still be where it is. They come and they help us to increase our resilience, our tolerance power, our power to adjust, our power to adapt, our power to be flexible, our power to bend. Our power to bend. Just now, just before coming into this program, I went with my huge suitcase into the room, and then the brother who came with me, I said, leave it. Don't pick it up and keep it there. It's too heavy. He said, it's okay. I said, it's too heavy. Don't lift it. He said, मैं रोज workout क्यों करता हूँ? And he just picked it up with so much dignity, and I was looking at him. Daily workout helped when there was a situation in life. He could just pick it up like this. This can be a situation of my life, where my daily emotional workout makes me feel that the situation was nothing. This is what spirituality and meditation does. You do your emotional workout daily, And so when a situation comes, there is no reaction, there is no feeling insulted, there is no feeling hurt, there is no getting angry, and people around you will say, "आप ठीक हो? आपको बुरा नहीं लग रहा?" And you'll say, "हम meditation रोज क्यों करते हैं?" इसीलिए तो करते हैं कि ताकि when some scene in life is there and we're going to be able to cross it with dignity, which means building our emotional stamina daily. So 2 things now. 1, situation and my state of mind is not connected. If someone's not been nice to me, I have lot of options. There is no such thing as obviously I'll feel bad, obviously I'll hurt, obviously I'll get angry, obviously I'll not talk to them if they've not talked to me properly. Nothing. Use the option which is right for, because once I have 5, 6 options, now I have to choose one of the options. So choose the option which is right for. Use the option which is right for. Use the option which increases your emotional intelligence, which means which increases your emotional stamina, which means which increases your spiritual power. There's a battery here. There's a battery here. Every time where you're choosing an option, choose an option which will charge this battery. Hurt, anxiety, fear, and the list discharges this battery. Let go, don't hold on to it, and just go and be your nice, normal self, charges the battery. We are not doing it for their good. We are not doing it as a favor to them. We are not doing it to show the world I'm such a nice person, I'm able to go and be nice to people who are not nice to me. We're not doing it for anyone. We're doing it only for ourselves. Because what happens then? When I bend the first time, it hurts. You know, imagine trying to bend after many, many years of not having bent. It's going to hurt everywhere. And after that, we'll keep thinking, मुझे जाके बात करनी चाहिए थी क्या उससे? होता है कि नहीं? Even after being nice, we question our being nice. And also we'll have people around us and say, you shouldn't have gone and spoken to them when after they did what they did. So even they let us doubt our goodness. So it will hurt the first time. It will hurt the second time. It will hurt the 5th time. After that, you won't even know that you bent. You won't even know that you bent, because bending will then become a natural part of living. There will be no such word as forgiveness. Because जब hurt ही नहीं हुआ तो forgive किसको करना है? Why? Because we don't know how to think wrong in any scene. We will reach that stage. Do you think it's possible to reach that stage? Do you think it's possible to reach that stage where we will create the right response in every scene? Possible to create that stage? Where we not let go just someone who ignored us and walked away, where we let go anyone who cheated us, even if that person was a member of family. And we're able to say, okay, this was one episode of life, pack up, delete, back to normal life. It can change destiny. Do you think it's possible to do that? Think it's possible to do that? Very easy. For that, what do I have to do? I just have to bend once or twice every day. So these people who come into our lives, which give us the chance to bend, thank them more than the people who are nice to you. आप आए तो हम झुके तो हमारा अहंकार घटा, आपका बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया. Really gratitude for the difficult scenes in life, because it's the difficult scenes which show us our own inner potential. If everyone's being nice to me and I'm being nice to them, I'm not using inner power. I'm not using the power to adjust, the power to cooperate. I'm not using my potential to be able to radiate blessings to the ones who've really pulled me down and thrown me in the dump. And when I do that, I realize I have so much power. So gratitude to them. So one, situation does not affect my thoughts. My thoughts are created by stuck in a traffic jam. The thought that I'm creating is created by me. Every point of time we have to say, it's not I'm irritated because of the traffic. No. Traffic is a situation, I am creating the irritation. Are there any irritating people in your life? Do you have any irritating people in your life? Yes? Yes? I meet a lot of doctors and they say, we have such irritating patients. Because they create irritation, instead of saying, I create irritation, we say they are irritating people. The same person and the same behavior, are they able to create the same irritation in everybody else? No. So who is the irritated person? Me, not the irritating people. But when I say they are irritating, I don't need to do any work on myself because I say they are irritating. So who's the one who needs to change? They. But when I say they are doing what they are doing, I am creating this irritation, then I prepare myself that tomorrow when I'm going to meet them, I would not, no. I will be very calm and peaceful when I work with them tomorrow. And so the person remains the same, their behavior remains the same, I've changed. But if I say this one is irritating, this one is this, I will keep creating irritation every day. That won't change them, but that will accumulate a lot of toxins inside me. Emotions being created because of other people's behavior. Emotions being created because of just questioning other people's behavior. And I'm holding on to a lot of them. And when I hold on to a lot of wrong emotions here, what all gets affected by my holding on to emotions here which are not right? What will get affected? First, my happiness, right? Let's say this is my family and this is my workplace. And I say, she is irritating, he is irritating, she is irritating, he's irritating. From 9 to 6, I'm here. And I created a lot of irritation because of all of them. And when I go home in the evening to my family, what's my emotion? And then my little child has to do nothing for me to get irritated. One small thing and I will snap. Why? Because throughout the day, 10 times I created irritation. So irritation became my sanskar, and I came home and my little child waiting for me the whole day comes and says one small thing to me and I snap. Then emotional toxin when I get irritated. Uske baad emotional toxin because I create guilt for it for the rest of the day. मैंने अपने बच्चे को गुस्सा कर दिया आज. Guilt. And all this happened because I did not take care while I was working with them. So toxins getting created because of other people's behavior, which means we absorb the infection. And then when we reach home and we create irritation, what happens to the child? What happens to the child? What will the child create? Hurt, feeling of rejection, and also learning the way to get irritated. So I catch the infection from here, and then I go home, and I give it to them. And very soon, there is an epidemic. So now what do I need to do? Work where I'm working, be with people, but not catch their emotional infection. And which means when I master this art, that what's happening here is nothing to do with what's happening here. That makes me emotionally independent, which means I can be peaceful stuck in a traffic jam. I can go and be nice to the person who looked at me and went through the other door. That's become emotionally independent, where the situation is not deciding what you are going to think, you are choosing what you are going to think in that situation. So do we want to be emotional independent? Yes? Yes? Possible hai? Possible hai? Possible hai? All these answers you had given. Okay, when they walk out, we should have option 1, 2, 3, 4, and the wife had the option to forget her anniversary. Wo option bhi aapne diya. I never thought of that option also. See, every mind is going to create different options based on their sanskars. That's how many options we have. So when we are creating these options, we are achieving emotional independence. My emotion is not dependent on your behavior. And actually the reality is our emotions are not dependent on people's behavior. We can create wrong emotions even for people who've behaved very nicely with us. किया कभी आपने किसी ने? किया है किसी ने? नहीं? You want examples? Just check. Somebody's been very nice to you. All their life they've been nice to you. But one day they didn't do things the way you wanted them to do it. And there was this whole list of emotions over here. Only one day. Only one day. You know when Kusumben was saying, oh, Sister Shivani is so simple, so simple. That's because that's her sanskar. She was not talking about me. She was reflecting her sanskar of being able to see me. Now, when I'm able to do things and accommodate and adjust, I've seen them, I'm telling you personally, sisters will say, you're so simple, you're so simple. Then one day I come and say, I'm not doing it this way, I'm doing it this way. They'll say, kitna ego hai ye बहन के अंदर? You listen to 20 things that they will ask you to do. You put your foot down on one thing, and in that one thing you have shifted from humble to ego. So much earlier in life, I realized that we will have to evaluate ourselves on ourselves. Public opinion keeps fluctuating every day. If you are not their way, they will immediately put a new label on you. Why? Because they will see you only through the filter of their sanskar. So she's carrying beautiful sanskar, she can keep appreciating me. I don't have to get carried away with that appreciation. And I'm not going to be nicer to her just because she appreciates me more, because that's one big mistake we are doing. Being nice only to people who are being nice to us. Another soul could have a different sanskar. And they can find the same me not a very easy person. And then if I say, she talks so nicely about me, so I'm nicer to her. This person doesn't like me, so why do I need to be so nice to her? So my emotions become dependent on their behavior. And when that happens, I will start losing my own innate value of being who I am. We all have beautiful qualities. But we choose when to use them and when not to use them. And we choose who to use them with and who not to use them with. And if the quality is not consistent with everyone every time, then we can't call it a quality. Then we can only call it a return of who they have been to us. How many of you have the beautiful quality of talking nicely, full of love and respect to people? How many have that quality? Are you already started checking? Am I always talking like that only? Then it's my quality. Yes. We have that quality. Each one of us has it. But one opposite behavior and we lose our quality. Quality. Quality of sugar, mithas, hamesha or sabko. Only then we can say चीनी की क्वालिटी क्या है? मिठास. क्योंकि सबको और हमेशा. Find only one quality in yourself. That's all that's needed. One quality, always and with everyone. Emotional independence. If you are able to be peaceful always and with everyone, emotionally independent. If you're able to be respectful always and with everyone, emotional independence, which means my quality is not dependent on their behavior. And that soul can be happy always, because then they will always choose the option to be happy. Now this is an emotional stamina which we need to build up. And when we start living a life of emotional independence, the first people to benefit will be our family and our children. We're all concerned and worried for our children today. Issues like divorce, substance abuse, addiction, and a whole lot of list. Everyone is getting addicted to something or the other, whether it's a substance, whether it's a gadget, whether addicted to people, or whether addicted to appreciation. That wife was addicted to appreciation. So the minute she got it, she started feeling nice. So all these addictions are because I'm emotionally depleted. So as our parent, our responsibility is to make our children emotionally independent. We take care of giving them the best schooling, best extracurricular activities, of course, best homes, best nourishment, emotional nourishment. Visualize the world 20 years from today. Visualize the world 20 years from today. And ask yourself, what's the one thing my child will need the most? It's going to be emotional independence. It's going to be that. But that is one thing which we can't give to another person without being it ourselves. A parent could have never gone to school and send their child to the best university on the planet. We can do that, right? We can do that. A mother may not eat herself, but gives her children the best meal. But you cannot give emotional health without being it yourself. I cannot be emotionally weak and make my children emotionally strong. हो नहीं सकता. हो नहीं सकता. So one person in the family has to do it for themselves, and then it automatically starts flowing to everybody else. What should we do to become emotionally healthy? क्या करें? क्या करें? What should we do to be emotionally healthy? क्या करें? Meditation. What else? Even to meditate, it's like even to walk for 45 minutes, first my body needs to be healthy. I can't walk otherwise. So many of us experiment with meditation and give up, saying, I cannot meditate. होता है ऐसा कि नहीं होता? I cannot concentrate. Too many thoughts come to my mind. I can't even sit still for 5 minutes, which means I tried to walk, but I could not, so I've given up. Why was I not able to walk? Because I tried to walk without first eating good food. I first needed that energy to even start walking. So when I came to the Brahma Kumaris, the most beautiful thing that I liked here was there was a balance of two things. And the first was Gyan, knowledge, which is the food for the soul. And only after taking the food for the soul did I have to start meditation. Because if I had tried it the first day, I would have given up. Saying ye way kya hai, mere se nahi hota ye, and give up. So first, nourish the soul. Jaise, we've been here for the last 2 hours. Haste khelte, we've talked about so many things which actually are very deep in life. But even these 2 hours will set you thinking, right? Okay, yes, I can do this, I can do this, I can create a shift here. Now, this is a healthy diet that you have consumed for 2 hours. How long will this diet nourish you? how long is this diet going to nourish you? Which means the effect of one breakfast, one good, healthy breakfast, which had all the nutrients, for how long does it nourish the body? 4 hours. So if you think, by any chance, that from today, I have lot of options, and I will always create the right option. I will never get hurt. इतना easy है यार, not hurt. तो बहुत easy था ये. I will never get hurt. I will never get angry. It's a very beautiful thought, but it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Because when we walk out of this hall, we are going to walk into a vibration of the world which believes that these emotional toxins are the normal way to be. And when there is a collective, very heavy vibration of an opposite energy, that influences our mind, and you might get stuck in the traffic while you are just bringing your car out of this hotel. And that's when you will say, "ए छोड़ो, ये बहनों को क्या करना पड़ता है? इनके लिए बोलना बहुत easy है. Don't get angry, don't get hurt. They don't have to take care of family." And that's it. 5 negative thoughts and everything is washed out. Because the environment outside is emotionally polluted. It's emotionally polluted. So it affects me when I go out. So I need to nourish myself on a daily basis. The chief, the administrative head of the Brahma Kumaris, she's 103 years old. For the last, I think 83 or 84 years, she's been studying this knowledge every day. Today, when you come to the center for the first time, the class you will be studying, she will be studying the same one on that day. Even after the age of 103, even after having studied it for 83 years, she studies the same thing every day. So nutrition for the soul is the same as nutrition for the body. We have to give it to ourselves on a daily basis. Sometimes some of us give ourselves that nutrition for few days, few months. We find a lot of change in ourselves. Arey, mera gussa khatam ho gaya, ye ho gaya, wo ho gaya. Now I don't need to do anything. Within few days. Why? Pollution. Pollution. It doesn't sustain for very long. So at the Brahma Kumaris, we have a very beautiful system. All over the world, in over 140 countries, we have centers everywhere. Centers means a space where everyone comes together like this. Everyone comes together to study together, a school. Because when we do it together, then the energy, power of collective energy can make impossible things possible for us. Same thing, try and do alone at home, difficult. So at the Brahma Kumaris, we have these centers. And you have one right here. And you got that green folder there on your chair. It gives you a list of your centers. And we have a beautiful family. You know, all that mother-in-law, the wife, the husband, they're all students of the Brahma Kumaris Center. They're all staying in your city. They are working. They have children. They're taking care of them. And yet they're taking out time to do this beautiful seva. This entire event has been organized by them, not by any event management company. In a time where people say we don't have time for our children, here are these angels who take out time for strangers. They don't even know who's going to come that day of the event, but they only want to share with everyone what they have got. But from where do they find so much time? Only because they take out half an hour for themselves daily. आप जहाँ भी हैं खड़े हो जाओ. आप जहाँ भी हैं खड़े हो जाओ. Even if you don't come in the front, just stand where you are. They're one of you. They're working in one of these companies here where you are working. They don't have extended families to look after their children. They're doing exactly everything that you are doing. And they have all those responsibilities which all of us have. But one day they were for an event like this. And that day they decided that they will take out this half an hour for their emotional workout. And they started coming to the center to learn meditation. For some, it's been a journey of 6 months. For some, it's been 10 years that they have been doing it. For some, they've been here for 20 years. But now, not only they're taking care of themselves and their family and their work, they have enough time, money, energy to take care of strangers. This is how much power meditation can give us. It's not easy to organize 4 events in 2 days with no external help, nothing. Every email you got, every confirmation email you got, every request you made, everything was answered. From where were they finding this time? Because they were light here. They were not carrying any emotional toxins, no baggage, no past, no hurt. So all their energies will just flow. And when we are clean here, we have lot of time. So the disease of today is I'm very busy. And corporates call us to say, please do a session on time management. There is no such thing as time management. The topic has to be thought management. Because when thought management is done, we have lots and lots and lots of time. And if thoughts are not managed, then even people sitting at home doing nothing say, I'm very busy, I'm very busy, I'm very busy. मेरे को कुछ मत बोलो, मेरे को बहुत काम है. Because वो यहाँ काम बहुत ज़्यादा चल रहा है. So there is no such thing as time management. And never say to yourself, I'm very busy. Just the fact is that I'm very cluttered here. And when I'm cluttered here, then I become very cluttered here. Now I don't need to clean here, I need to clean here. And when I'm detoxified here, my life just flows. My children are no more an issue of worry for me because I'm so much assured that they are on the right path and will always be on the right path. Why? Because as a parent, I'm radiating the right emotional nutrient in them. There's nothing can go wrong. Faith. Life becomes very simple. When we take out that 30 minutes to emotionally charge ourselves. So Gyan, the nutrition, gives the soul the power to then start the meditation. So Gyan, knowledge, and meditation, exercise for the soul. When we start doing these 2 things on a daily basis, emotional independence becomes the first result we get. How many years do you think it must be taking to reach that stage of emotional independence? How many years? 103? No. No. How many years do you think does it take to reach that stage of emotional independence? How much time do you think it will take you? To accumulate toxins in the body can take years. To detoxify? Look at all the detoxification centers. And you ask them, how many days to detoxify my body? 5 days, 7 days, that's all. Clean. But once cleaned, then go back and continue with healthy diet. Otherwise, 5 days of detoxification, only 5 minutes are needed to have toxins all over again of the wrong diet. And that's why a daily center, a daily study, and most important, a daily company of such beautiful angels who are on the same path as us, gives us the collective vibrations to not just get detoxified, but then to live that as a natural way of being.